Oh yeah. Staying toasty. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time again since the last time I talked to you guys. I'm going to kind of do, this video is going to be kind of an update on what's been going on, why I haven't been posting a lot of videos on the race truck. One of the things is actually behind me here. I'll kind of do a brief rundown on what's going on with this thing, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't been dumping a lot of money into the race truck as of lately. So we're in the barn today. It's been snowing the past couple days, so it's like 20 degrees outside. It's been snowing. Me and my old man, we got the fire stove hooked up, so we got that cooking. I want to say it's close to like 40 degrees in here, so it's a lot better. This barn's not insulated, so I mean, you know, the heat kind of escapes kind of quickly, but it's better than not having anything. Another thing too, guys, if you hear that kind of loud noise in the background, that's actually a windmill. This barn is actually completely off the grid. If one of you guys want a video how that's been run down, I can definitely do that. You can kind of see the batteries right there. We actually have solar panels as well to power the LED lights that we have in here. So, and a lot of times I use power tools with that energy as well. So, if you guys want to see a video of that, I'd be more than happy to do something about that. But let's talk about this truck here. When you have a race truck, or you're building a race truck and you want to take it to the track, you know, hopefully this spring we're going to be taking it to the track. I want to be able to haul it there, you know, and if it breaks down or whatever, I need to be able to haul it back. So I was like, oh man, you know, I'm going to have to get some sort of tow truck. Well, I was doing some research online and found this truck on Craigslist for $3,000. Didn't run. The guy was real tired of it, so he was like, you know, just trying to get rid of it. Which, I mean, if you go on Craigslist, you can find these trucks all over the place. So I went over and I looked at the truck, and it turned out to be just a starter. I don't know if the guy was aware that it was just a starter, but that's all it was just a starter. I bought the truck for, I want to say it was like $2,700. Brought it back home, swapped the starter on it, and it ran great. I've already removed the EGR system off of this truck. I put some rims and tires on it. As you can see, 20x12s. You might recognize those. They used to be on the ZF6, which the ZF6 is gone. But this truck, my plan is just to make this the tow rig for the race truck. I'm going to get a trailer, and, you know, 20-foot trailer that can haul the race truck around. So this is going to be kind of the baby for a while. So that's kind of why I haven't been focusing too much on the race truck. With it being winter out, there's been more behind the scenes stuff on the race truck as far as ordering parts and getting parts in. There's a lot of stuff to order. So, you know, I might, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll put a link down in the description. I'm going to be posting a picture of some of the parts that I have, that I've ordered and that are sitting in my room. So, yeah, if you guys want to follow my Instagram, I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, my plan with this truck here is we got to make it reliable. Right now it's got some injector issues. The EGR system was leaking, so I took care of that first. The oil cooler's clogged. So my plan now over the next few episodes is to pull the engine on this and then go through kind of the whole bulletproofing process. You know, all the updates from Ford, the proper way to clean the block, changing the oil cooler, all the seals and gaskets that go along with it. I'm going to kind of do a full rundown on the proper way to bulletproof a 6.0. I'm not going to do every nut and bolt because that'd take me forever. But pretty much, you know, you got to take the whole front fascia off. We pull the engine out. I'll set it up on some jack stands and pull the heads and stuff. So I'm pretty much going to be doing a full, you know, maybe 4 or 5 episodes on the rundown on the proper way to bulletproof a truck, these 6.0s. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I do have something for this truck that we're going to install today. This modification, I swear, it's the best modification you can make to one of these older style Super Duties. Especially if you tow a lot with the truck. By far, one of the best modifications. You won't regret it. I'm going to kind of do a rundown of what we got and do an install video. So stay tuned. Alright, so if you have one of these older style Super Duties, this modification is a must. This is the best modification I think I mean, it's so underrated, but so many people do it, and it's great to have. Let me show you guys what we got. Alright, so if you haven't figured it out, it's kind of, the box is upside down. Towing mirror. This is the newer style towing mirrors for the late style. This in particular, Cypo. I did a lot of research online as far as the best company to go with for upgrading your tow mirrors, and this is incredible. The packaging is amazing, but then I was a little nervous because on the description it says it fits 99 to 2007. Well, I know there's a couple different plug options between 99 and 07. So I was like, oh, you know, I hope it doesn't, you know, I hope it's gonna fit my truck. Well, the reason they say it fits 99 to 07 over here is because they give you the adapter plug for all those years, 99 to 07. They give you the whole adapter plug, which is phenomenal because a lot of companies you can't find that with. And then the other thing is they give you new nuts for the mirrors. I've never seen that in any of the kits, so that's awesome. This truck came with the turn signals, the parking lights, heated mirror, and then power adjust for this part. This mirror also comes with all of those options. So it's heated, it's power adjust, and it has the light. This is kind of difficult with one hand. Hold on. And as you can see, it has the light for the turn signal and the parking light, and it's blacked out. Like I said, look at this mirror. This is absolutely massive compared to the older style mirrors. You can see so much better as far as behind you goes compared to this old style mirror. So we're gonna go ahead and install these. I'm gonna do a rundown on how it is to install these, and then we'll do a side-to-side comparison of the two mirrors. And like I said, the company Cypo mirrors, best so far, best I've ever had. I had another set from another company that was like 150 bucks. These online, I want to say, were like 130 bucks, and they come power with the light. I mean, and they come with new nuts and the adapters. The packaging is awesome too. This is by far the best that I've seen out there available. So let's go ahead and install these. All right, so I'm on the driver's side here, and the first thing you're gonna want to do is this panel right here. This just pops off. You just get behind it. You got to kind of pull on it a little bit, but then it just pops off. Pretty simple, pretty easy. The next thing you're gonna want to do is pop this panel off. That's the same way as that other one. You just kind of grab onto it. This might be kind of difficult with one hand. And pull up on it, and it pops off just like that. Then undo your electrical connectors here. Alright, so once you get the electrical connectors undone from up there, you're going to come down here, and normally you would have a light here and a lens right here, a red lens. Pop that lens out, and then you'll have to push the light through, and then you'll have a bolt there and a bolt right there. Those are 7mm. Go ahead and remove those, and then this whole door piece will move up and come off. Alright, so with the door panel off, there's going to be like this sheathing that goes over top of it, and basically all we're trying to do is find the electrical connector for that mirror. If you have an XL truck, you don't have to worry about this because there is no electrical connector, but on these XLTs and above, you'll have the electrical connector. So we are going to peel back this, which it's just glued on. We're going to peel that back, find our connector. It should be right around in this area, because remember, it does go to your switch up here for the tilt on the mirror. So basically just peel that back, find your electrical connector, and go ahead and unplug it. So my electrical connector ended up being right here. As you can see, it's right there. Goes up to the mirror. I have seen where some of them come out in this area on the later style ones. But this truck's an 05, so 05 to 07 it should be relatively the same, just right there. And this is the same type of connector. You can see it's just a little push button right there. So we'll pop it off real quick. Alright, so now we're actually going to remove the whole mirror. You'll have this piece here, just go ahead and take that piece off. And then these two, that one and this one, get your fingernail behind the little rubber dickuses, and there's your other two nuts. Boom, just like that. So now we've exposed all four of the nuts that hold the mirror on, and we're gonna go ahead and take those out. Alright, so the four nuts are 11 millimeter. And I'm on the last one, and I found what the best way actually is to plug your door back in, and then roll the window down, so you can actually hold onto the mirror while you take out the last nut, and then everything can come off pretty simple and pretty easy. Then instead of fighting, you know, dropping the mirror, which you don't want to do. So that's a little trick and tip. Alright, so as you can see, we successfully removed the old style mirror, and look at the difference, people. I mean, there's just no comparison whatsoever. You lose this whole edge of visibility, but on this, you get all of that. Best upgrade ever. And as you can see, this connector, it's going to be plug and play. We won't even have to change anything. This will just plug right in. We won't even have to use that adapter electrical piece. Okay, so this is why I always have an issue with these aftermarket style mirrors. Because they fit 99 to 07, there's so many different variations and different styles of how the mirror is actually made. And so like here you can see it's got this little nub right there that's coming off on the top. And when I try to put this flush against the truck, it pushes it out. We're hitting that nub. So I guess we cut it off now. So just one of my complaints. Gonna have to cut that off. Alright, so we skip forward a little bit. I got my mirror mounted up after I cut that tab off. Got it mounted up. It's a lot better now. You feed the wire harness through, get it back to your original position right here, and then pretty much now it's just reversal of procedure. Put the door back on. You're gonna have to go up and over, and it slots down into these tabs there. Plug everything back in, make sure it works, and you just got the best upgrade you can do to a Super Duty. Alright, so as you can see, I got everything working. Everything was plug and play. All the lights are working. As you can see, the flasher and the parking lights are on right now. Like I said, this modification really offsets the truck and makes it look more newer style. It kind of adds a newer look to it. Plus, it serves a really good factor as far as towing goes, just because you can actually see so much more behind you when you're hauling something with these style mirrors. So we're gonna go ahead and do a cold start on this truck and pull it back outside. Tires look like they're a little low on air, so we're gonna put some air in them. Alright, so let's just appreciate these mirrors for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this one a little bit. Right where I want it. Over to this side. Bring that one in just like that. I mean, look how much more you can see, especially on the bottom mirror. Like, that's more where I notice the biggest benefit is on the bottom mirror, especially going down the highway and you're trying to move into the fast lane. It goes a long way. So, like I said, highly recommend these mirrors. This is one of the best modifications you can do. Two more things, guys, before I let you guys go, before I end this video. The first thing, if you listen, that is not an 03 turbo, that is a 05. That's the factory turbo off this truck with KC Turbo's 10 blade in it with a full rebuild kit, 360 thrust bearing rebuild. It sounds great. It's not quite as loud as an 03 turbo, but it's damn close. So if you guys want a video on how to rebuild those turbos and install a KC 10 blade, leave a comment in the description or down below, and I'd be more than happy. I actually have a spare turbo here to throw a 10 blade in it and do a rebuild on it. I'm sure I'm gonna have another truck that I'll want to have that done. So if you guys want a video like that, let me know. Just leave a comment. Last thing here is, look at this Dodge Cummins, 1995 four-wheel drive Dodge Cummins, regular cab, long bed. I picked this up for $1,000, non-running. It had 350,000 miles on it, and the guy was an electrician, and he passed away and was just trying to sell the truck. So I ended up buying it. Just had to prime the fuel system, and it fired right up. So I have a few ideas of something I'd like to maybe do with that truck. I was kind of leaning towards maybe a rat rod build one day. So you'll see this truck around. We're gonna keep working on the tow truck here. Like I said, gonna be pulling the engine, doing the studs, all the stuff, all the updates, STC fittings, standpipes, dummy plugs. The whole works on this truck. So it's got the switches down here, 4x4, little phone holder. It's an XLT, so it's got cloth interior. It's actually a really, really nice truck. So I'm gonna wrap up the video now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like, share. My Instagram, I'm gonna leave my Instagram name down in the description below. You guys are more than welcome to follow me. You're gonna see a little bit more behind the scenes if you follow my Instagram. Posting pictures of some of the parts that are coming in for the race truck. Once we get the tow truck taken care of, we're gonna hit up the race truck, and we're gonna start knocking some stuff out, doing some cool builds, and getting some really cool parts on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Peace.